Jillian, we were talking about nationals earlier, but on the way there.
We had a little bit of trouble. Long car ride. It ended up being like 12 hours, I feel like. Alex wasn't there, unfortunately. No. She had her research. Her feet research. Anyways, we're almost there. It's getting dark. We're just like, want to get to the hotel, lay down. And we're like 8 minutes away from the hotel, and we're in the middle of nowhere. And we're looking around like, there's no way there's a hotel in the middle of this cornfield. So Josh is like, you know what? He's like, got the directions in his hand in the back seat. Dom and Caleb are in the front, and he's like, guys, we're not going to a hotel. We're going to a random house in the middle of nowhere. We're like, oh shit, like what? And it's like pitch black. We're on like an old country road, and there's like no one there. And we like stop the car, and we look forward, and I don't know if they noticed this, but I did. There's like these, I guess they were deer, but like way like in the distance, you could just see their eyes glowing, and I was like, this is it where we die. This is the part of the horror movie. Oh my Lord. But that's where everyone just kind of like exploded, I guess. Like, it had been like such a long car ride, and it was just like we all had it. And Dominic was yelling at Josh was yelling at Dominic, because Dominic gave the directions to Josh was just like reading the directions. So there was also a big argument of whose fault it was. I like to think it's Dominic's fault. I don't know if we'll like be saying that, but Caleb was also the one. Wait, Caleb was driving? Maybe? You guys weren't even there. I can't remember who was driving now. Am I? No, Dominic was driving.
I was in the battle bus.
Yeah, no, Dominic was driving. So we all got out. We're all kind of running around. I think they fought on the road for a little bit. Then we got back in. I thought we wouldn't have service to like figure out how to get home, but we ended up having it. It was like 30 minutes away, so then we had to turn the car around. And then I think Caleb was driving, and he was driving like so ridiculously fast. And I don't know if you know, but like when I'm in cars, I get scared when people drive fast, and I will scream.
And like every turn, she was like, ah! Like every like turn that Caleb
And I was really scared because there was like a bunch of animals out, and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna hit a deer.
Honestly, at that point, I was taking my hands and go, wee!
And then it was like potholes in this road, and we were like bumping along, just trying to get to this hotel.
I kind of escaped drove like that.
I was screaming, like Dominic and Josh were yelling at each other. Caleb was just trying to get us back. Ben was just like, I don't know what Ben was doing. But yeah, we ended up, there was this like giant possum in the middle of the road, and we were like 2 feet away from hitting it, and everyone was screaming. But luckily we did not hit the possum, and we ended up getting the hotel all right. And it was a good time from there.
I remember because when we got there, we found out that y'all got lost, and so I FaceTimed Dominic from the hotel, and I'm just like, hey guys, and all I heard they're screaming, fuck you!
I do remember also right when we got there, Josh had like bought like a bunch of Doritos.
Oh!
They just like exploded all over the parking lot, like every single one of them.
Dom like hit the bag.
Yeah, while they were fighting.
Yeah. And like I woke outside the next day, like, why are there Doritos everywhere? What broke? I'm like, Dom's like, oh yeah, me and Josh hit the bag, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, in the morning there was just like Dorito dust everywhere.